Hey, I'm Jungle Jack. Yeah, the guy from TikTok. You may watch me do stupid shit from time to time, but now I'm doing adventures. So if you like jump to conclusions way before you know what the fuck's going on and having a laugh or two, then I'm your guy. Let's hit it. So when we first started talking about this series, I wanted to start off the series with something that was near and dear to my heart. Now, the one thing that's near and dear to my heart that everybody knows, cue the dramatic music. Chasing a Squatch. So episode 1 is going to be all about chasing the Sasquatch. Let's get some research done. Here's something I found just in the 5 minutes I've been researching. It says, could Kentucky's deep forest hide a piece of the Bigfoot puzzle? Proof that Bigfoot exists. So I contacted this guy. His name's Chad Buxley. He got back to me and said that anywhere in eastern Kentucky could house a Bigfoot. A lot of people think that small bears roam these hills, but it could actually be juvenile squatches. Juvenile squatches, baby squatches. Now I want to catch one and bring it home. Let's see what we can do. I need to get an expert, but I also know somebody that's got some really good insight on exactly what the beasts of this area contain. So let's go take a talk to her. I told you guys I knew somebody that had a first-hand account, and I do. We're on our way right there. The person that I've heard this story from was my dad. I've heard this story since I was a kid. Unfortunately, a couple years ago, my dad passed away, but my mom knows the story. So we're going to go get the story from her, who evidently was either there or around there at the time. So this happened whenever they were kids. I don't remember the exact story, but we're going to get it firsthand. So here we go. Quit laughing. This isn't funny. This is serious stuff. I'm going to go get eaten by Bigfoot later. All right. So your dad always told a story. I don't remember the story. So tell me the story. The story about the creature and the turnaround and all that bullshit.
Well, they used to live out Hitchens.
Okay.
And past in Hitchens is a place called Denton. There's a train turnaround out there. And so your dad and Uncle Jeffrey and Uncle Keith and a whole bunch of friends used to ride bicycles down through there. And every time they would ride down through there, they would look. And they could always hear something following them. And they could never figure out what it was. So one day they got a big bright idea. They was going to go into the turnaround. And they was going to sit there and they was going to wait until dark. So they went down.
Whose bright ass idea was that? Who says, hey, let's go get eaten by a monster?
That would be your Uncle Jeffrey, because he was the oldest.
Sounds about right.
But they go down in the turnaround and they sit and they sit and they sit. They could hear it walking, but they couldn't see anything. So they all went home. A couple days later, they was riding their bicycles through the woods, and they could hear it. Every time they would stop, it would stop. If they picked up the pace, it would go faster. So they all got scared because, you know, they were just little kids. They went home. So they thought, well, we're just going to try this walking thing. Maybe it won't do anything. And other people told them that if you go out there in the woods and you walk, it's not going to bother you. It's not going to touch you. They're like, yeah, right, there's nothing out there.
Sounds like a bunch of people wanting little kids to get eaten.
Well, they figured it was just, you know, the older folks was just telling them that. So they thought they was going to be bright. So they took them a lunch bag and they took a long walk. About almost 5 miles, I believe what your dad said. They walked and walked and walked, and it was getting kind of dark. As they turned around to go home, they could hear it walking behind them. They would run, it would run. They stopped, it stopped. And it went on and on and on. And they was all getting pretty scared.
I'm getting terrified just listening to it. Did they ever go back?
They was still going.
Oh, so this didn't stop? They just continued to go out to Hatchetwood Ridge?
No, it was somewhere out in Denton. It's not called Hatchetwood.
It is with the hatchet murderer out there.
It wasn't a person, as far as they know.
Did it sound big?
They said it would break branches when it would run, but not while it walked.
Oh,
so
Lord.
I'm figuring it was a big cat or something. But a couple weeks went by and they kept on going out there trying to see it. They never did see it. So it was getting ready to storm one night. They said, well, let's try it again. And Jeffrey and Keith and your dad and 2 other guys went out and they walked and walked and walked. And they started hearing it. And they turned around and it was almost dark. And the only thing they could see was 2 red eyes running after them.
That's genuinely terrifying.
And they ran. And when they would stop, it stopped. But the only thing they could see was this 2 red eyes.
Was it close to the ground, far from the ground?
Your dad said it looked like it was 6 feet tall.
So, has it ever been linked to Bigfoot?
I don't know if it's ever been linked to Bigfoot or not, but, if it's 6 feet tall and got red eyes, what do you think it is?
Is this a Steve Irwin moment where I'm like, oi, in these woods we have the deadliest creature. I'm going to poke it with a stick.
Rumors have it that there has been people missing from Denton after they go in the woods.
Yeah.
And they've never been seen or heard from. No bodies have been found. Nothing.
Because they got eaten?
The creature is still there to this day.
Ain't going there.
It won't hurt you as long as you don't go near it.
Yeah, you don't know me. I'm kind of stupid. I'll find it and poke it. Do you follow me on TikTok? You should.
Well, if you go to Denton,
Negative.
if you look on the left-hand side,
Absolutely not.
there's a train turnaround.
Yep, won't be going there.
You go to that train turnaround, you walk about 2 miles past that train turnaround, go up in the woods. There should be 2 different paths you could take.
Uh-oh.
Don't take the left one.
Why?
That's where they was always at, was on the left one.
Yep. I ain't taking the left one
The
because I ain't
right
going
path.
wherever Denton's at.
The right path, your dad said it was all grown up, but the left path is the one that everybody walked on.
That's terrifying. So, you got all these stories about all this stuff, and they still decided to go out and, wow. People are different. Now they call the police or the news station and say they were offended by the monster in the woods.
Well, back
Then they'd
here,
outlaw it.
back 40 years ago, 30, that's what kids did. And they went out, they rode their bicycles, they played in the woods. Nowadays, kids don't do that.
This is true. This is true. Well, that's a genuinely terrifying story. I appreciate you reminding me of that horrible memory of mine so I don't sleep tonight.
No
Oh, wait.
problem.
I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm going to go hunting for Bigfoot. This should be fun. All right. Well, thanks. Hey, baby.
Hey.
So, Mom just told an absolutely horrible story.
Did she?
Yeah, it was terrifying about a beast in the woods, and I really don't think that me going after Bigfoot's gonna be such a great idea.
Why is that?
Well, because I'm gonna end up trying to poke it or catch it or smack it or touch it in some inappropriate way.
I'm pretty sure it would have you in an inappropriate way.
Well, from what she's told me, it's a gigantic predatory whatever. All the research I've done, it's in hiding. It's very docile. So it's 2 conflicting stories. So now I'm even more curious than ever to get out there tonight and try and find out what it is. I know that Brenton wants to go.
Yeah, he's really excited. I told him that you were taking him.
So I just need I guess I just need to get the ponchos out and get some flashlights and see what else we need. I need to call somebody that knows something about hunting though. I need to look into this if it is a predatory animal, to what to do. But
Just don't run.
I'm 300 pounds. I don't run. I'll feed him Brent until he gets tired. All right. Well, I love you. I'll see you here in a little while.
Okay, love you.
Bye. Put out a Facebook message group at the beginning of this and posted on a couple websites about somebody that I needed to give me some information on Bigfoot sightings and just the general nature of Bigfoot and the story. He'd rather remain anonymous because he's got a professional job and he thinks it's going to interfere. So we talked for about 5 minutes. And in that 5-minute conversation, he just explained that Bigfoot's pretty docile. There's only been a few reported attacks, and those have been in camping areas during winter times. So I'm not so sure that I'm going after a predatory animal tonight. It seems like he knows a little bit about more what he's talking about. I've looked through some of the reports that he sent just a little bit ago, and it does seem like there was a boy in Louisville that was attacked not too long ago, but it seems like they were throwing rocks and sticks according to the story at the animal, and they're not really sure what happened to him. So with us having mountain lions and cougars and such, it really is hard for me to determine exactly what I'm looking at in that file. But I think it's really changed my mind. I don't think tonight I'm going after a big, scary, hairy creature. I think I'm going after something that would rather stay hidden. Something that's made its life out in the shadows, and that's the way it likes it. So I'm kind of at a crossroads now of how to approach this, because before I was going to take this as a hunting trip. Go out, make sure that you've got protection for yourself, and call it in and get proof. But now I'm not so sure that's what this should be. I really think that after looking at it and looking into it and hearing the stories, that this is something that's just curious. So that really did change my mind. So let's change this up a little bit and just see if we can get some pictures and see if we can just get any evidence at all that it's there. So, all right, off to look at hunting grounds. So we found the perfect Squatch hunting area. So we are here. You can't really see it. We are here. This is all open land. It's got a small pond down here. So it's got food, shelter, and water. So let's get in the woods and look for Squatch. And it's about dusk. And I was going to do it at night, but I keep getting told that at night you're not going to be able to see anything. At dusk, you're going to get all these creatures right and waking up. Oh God, there's a creature. So we're actually on this path. It's going to take us back. And 4 years ago, within a mile of this area was an actual sighting. Some say it was a bear. Others say it wasn't really anything at all. So we're going to kind of get off the beaten path. And I want to show you something else. My dumbass wore Crocs. Did not think that through. So I hope I don't have to run. I just got to outrun him though. All right, let's see. Okay, so we've been out here for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and we're kind of deep in these woods. We've got something moving just over here. So we're going to try and sneak around and see if we can see what it is. There's a little bird. I think that's our culprit right there. See it? The little bird over there? Mm-hmm. No Squatch. No Squatch. But I do find this quite interesting. You look, nobody's been on this trail for a good while. And even though nobody's been on this trail for a while, see how these leaves have been turned over this way? This has been turned over. I may not be a hunter, but a tracker I am. And that tells me something has been over in here. Alright, so we did find some animal prints here. It walks down this way and kind of stumbles or is dragged there the opposite way. And you can see on down the path down there, you can see there's a little struggle right there maybe. That's very odd. Very odd. So we had that huge ice storm here not too long ago. It's put trees down literally everywhere. So any disruption It's gonna be really hard to tell, but you can see this is deep woods. So we found a water source here. We're gonna check around it and see if we can find anything. All right, so we found the water source. But look at this. Look down here. You can see the prints here in this little pile, and then you've got this slide mark that goes down. All right, so we found this down here. It's some mud. You can see the tracks here, the tracks, and then we've got this weird slide mark, like something heavy kind of slid down in this. You got deer tracks here, so this would be a really good spot, like a fantastic spot if I was going to be munching on something. All right, so this is fucking freaky. It seems like this. Look down here. All this has been like set down on, and you can kind of like see like a leg, and like this is just very weird. I'm fucking freaked out right now. See, we got more soft dirt here. Watch where you're stepping. Here's some. What is this? Look at this. Look. See this? Looks like something was in here and the toes are in there. That's fucking weird. It's weird. Oh, here's some more. Right here. Something here. Something there. And let's go over here. Look at this. This might be a bear track here. Right over here. See this track here? Maybe some type of bear track or something, or raccoon. Holy shit, what is that? What is that? What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh my God. Let's see how big that is. Here, look, let's see. So it's smaller than my foot. It's larger than your foot. Oh my God. We need to take pictures of that. That is, and then look up here. You can see where something tried to step up here with toes. Right here. Or step with toes. What the fuck? Alright. Let's set a trap. Okay, so we've been quiet here for a little bit. You can see it's got a little darker. We're gonna use my phone instead of getting that big fancy thing that people were talking about for a predator call. So we're just gonna do a predator call on my phone, and we're gonna stay hidden back here. And I'm gonna put it out there, and we're just gonna let it play. Just gonna let it play. We're just gonna keep an eye on it for the next little while and see if anything happens, see if anything comes. So you can still see my phone way over there. We've not really had anything. We heard something moving behind us. What was that? Where'd it come from?
No idea.
What the hell was that? What is that? Shh, shh, shh. Watch. See that over there? That black spot. Do you see it? What the fuck is that? Holy shit balls. See it right here? See it right there? I'll see if I can get the thing. Right there. Dude, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Let's grab my phone and get the hell out of here. I'll do my research from the house. I ain't trying to get eaten. Grab my phone. Turn that off. Turn it off. Dude, let's get out of here. That was weird. At least get to a better vantage point where we can see what that is over there. Look, all right. I'm gonna do something stupid. You stay here, okay? I have no clue what that was. That could have just been a branch falling. But I know this freaked me all the way out. There's the entrance road down there. So, if there is something down, well, it's on the other side of this hill. Dude, this freaked me all the way out. Are you as freaked out as I am? Like, freaky, right? We have to go back and get pictures of that footprint, though. We have to. You stay here. It's only right over here, right? Where's it at? Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know, I fart when I'm terrified. Gotta get a picture of this. I gotta get a picture of this. Gotta get a picture of this. Gotta get a picture of this. You can see it. I mean, you can fucking... And there's only 4 fucking toes. What the fuck? What? And that's deep. Look how deep that is. And it's been here a while. Look how cracked it is around it. It's been here a minute. What the fuck? Alright, let's get out of here. So we figured out what fell. That big thing was this falling. Legit terrifying as shit. So, we're walking out of the woods now. We're almost all the way out. We've had a good while to calm down. You calm down?
Yeah.
The noise was a big branch that fell out of the tree. Like I said before, we had an ice storm here. But it really freaked me the fuck out. And now, looking back, I can see that looking for Bigfoot at night, not a good idea. But I can say, I can see where everybody would see this Bigfoot thing. There was a footprint with 4 toes. I don't know what that was about at all. It had been there a while, it looks like. I don't know. I don't know, but I will say that I'd rather castrate myself with a wooden spoon than go looking for a Bigfoot again. So on to our next adventure, I guess.